The deep space is right.
You're finally here, researcher! Check out the fruits of my latest and greatest research on Aurora Industries. It took 3 days of non-stop work, but it's finally done.
Actually, she just rummaged through the old box and gathered all the intel from Wednesday. Gray Fox had always been urging her to organize it, but she kept putting it off until now.
Is this the place? It's so quiet. I don't think anyone's been here for a long time. Do you really think we'll find Gray Fox here?
It seems there are two entrances here. One at the front and one at the back.
Yes, I think we can cover more ground that way. I'll go with researcher.
And since when did we put you in
You're the one who suggested splitting up in the first...
Hey, boss. Don't you want to team up with me anymore? Or are you ditching me?
Anka, once we save Gray Fox, I'll make sure she knows every single thing you've been up to. Every bit of it.
No, wait! Researcher, help me out here! I don't want Gray Fox to chew me out when she's back. Hey, boss, wait up! I don't have a motorcycle!
Check this out. It looks like something or someone was dragged along the ground over here. It's too early to say for sure. Let's just see where the trail leads. Step aside. I know a way to get through. I didn't expect your combat skills to be so sharp, perfectly covering my blind spots. Are you really just a researcher? You're much different than I imagined. Only what I found in your Hycros personnel files. Your past mentors say you're a talented researcher, but often overlook social interactions due to your reserved nature and dedication to research. But the researcher I know is decisive, resilient, and composed under pressure, executing tasks efficiently and never lagging behind. That's because I do. Tell me, what could have happened in such a short amount of time to change you so much? Ever since I came into contact with Wednesday, I've experienced all sorts of things on a regular basis that I never would have encountered in the lab. Maybe that's what made me change so much? I understand that. Major life changes often lead to shifts in personality, and you've certainly faced your share of them since arriving in Hesperia, like falling into a coma or being kidnapped. Now that you mention it, those events feel like they happened ages ago. Honestly, they weren't that big of a deal, so I wouldn't dwell on them. Besides, I never would have met you if they hadn't happened, right? Even a small shift in perspective can help us understand other people a lot better. After my wandering days came to an end and I returned to Hykros, I said something similar to Helena, who cared about me deeply. I'm sure she felt... You're only comforting me because you don't want me to worry. The breakthrough Lucius mentioned is most likely File 049. He mistook it for Hykro. But who exactly is this Asurata guy? Is he really that influential? He must be if someone like Lucius has no choice, but he's the CEO of Oth Inc., as well as the next... This document. It's related to File 049's transfer from the Federation Nexus to Asperia. It seems Lucius had been plotting to steal it for a while. You don't need to tell me about Hykros or what they're up to, now that the Lysaccia family is gone. But aren't you even a little curious about what's in this file? Lucius wouldn't have gone to such lengths to steal it if he didn't think it contained cutting-edge omni... What would it matter if I knew? I'm not a...
We're over here, researcher. We found a series of emails from Lucius asking the whereabouts of File 049, transfer records of the notary company to suppress trending online searches, and procurement records for the construction of a hidden Omnium research lab in this. It's funny because the trending news was exaggerated by witnesses. They said that Wednesday sent over a...
What's that noise?
It sounds like someone's banging on the door. Could it be... He was Aurora's previous chief scientist. Richard took over after his resignation. He must have had his doubts about the origins of File 049, so he resigned out of fear.
In other words, if this Simon person is still alive, he can serve as a witness to implicate Lucius for stealing files. Something about this is a little...
How so?
Don't you think everything has gone way... Now that you mention it, it does feel that way. The only resistance we encountered was a few droids, and they were easy enough.
Maybe Aurora Industries didn't expect us to find this place.
What's this?
It's just like what we saw back at Shooter Electronics. Wait, no it's not. I'm sensing a completely different pressure from this guy.
I can't locate his weak point at all.
If you don't deal with him now, you'll never be able to find Grayfox.
Yeah!
But he's way tougher than the last one.
Yeah!
Can you hear me, Plotty?
I hear you. Did you make it?
I did. I found an omnium reactor in the surface layer and used the terminal there to locate another data singularity and enter the network. My guess was right. There must be some connection between the omnium reactors in the surface layer and the data singularities.
Well done. Now all we have to do is thoroughly research your new discovery. But right now, you have something much more important to do. The area of the foundational layer you're currently in is under attack by a large number of viruses. They're about to take over the control tower.
Okay.
The viruses in the foundational layer are definitely the root cause of the aberrations in the surface layer. But
I didn't use the control tower last time. It was Shirley, or rather Void Piercer, who used it, but I'm not—
Control towers are used to modify or maintain the network system functions, but improper modifications can sometimes damage it. If you want to know what she did
Got it.
go to the control tower. I'll teach you how to input the system repair command. Relax. Just follow my instructions.
I'm here, boss! What kind of monster is this? Huh?
Don't let any of them get away.
Yes!
Wells!
Rosalind, what are you doing?
No, you can't die yet, Wells. I still have so much to ask you.
Rosalind, you'll find everything in the secret room of my office. I failed your father. But worse,
I've got the
I
evidence.
failed
All I
you.
need now is your statement. You can't die now, Wells. I still need—
Forgive me. I was so blinded by power.
Researcher? I didn't see you when I came in. Yeah, it's a total mess. Everything happened so fast. Phew. Thank goodness you're okay. I was so worried about you when I saw the arrest warrant. Tell me, are you actually a member of Wednesday now? Or were you kidnapped?
No, it's not like that. Aurora Industries. They wanted to get some Omnium technology secrets out of me. but I refused, so they framed me. I'm totally innocent.
I see you've had it rough. I get it, don't worry. Honestly, these last few days have been the scariest of my life. Don't get me started. I almost got suspended for helping Roslyn. I thought she was trying to catch Wednesday to get her job back, but she ended up rescuing them.
Wait, you didn't report her to Wells, did you?
Of course not. I'm a proper officer of the Public Security Bureau. I kept quiet, assessed the situation calmly, and began my own investigation before making any conclusions. I'm still not done investigating, just so you know. After I got assigned to this operation today, I received a distress call from Anka. She said someone from the Fang Gang discovered that Wells had Roslyn locked away in the hospital.
What?
I never got to ask the chief, and now I never will. I guess the chief knew Roslyn suspected him but couldn't kill her like he did Wednesday. So he faked a psychological disorder for Roslyn and had her locked in the hospital. A psychiatrist I caught earlier told me how they torture their victims. When I joined the force, I never thought I'd end up teaming with the suspended, but when this is all over, at least I can say I was a brave and just officer of the law.
Anka, why are you and Roslyn here?
Because Roslyn found a lot of evidence against Wells in his office. Like the weapon used to murder her father. Same thing this time. Wells never trusted her and knew she'd avenge. He even lied about that meeting he supposedly went to. That was just to bait her into entering his office so he could capture her and send her to the hospital. So as soon as Roslyn was safe, the two of us rushed over here to rescue you. Otherwise, Wells's plan of evil masterminds killed by a monster and ambassador of justice Wells saves the day might have succeeded. So did you guys find Gray Fox?
No, nothing. Despite the chaos, we didn't find any. It must be somewhere else.
Don't lose hope yet. I asked Gunpowder to check other places where Gray Fox might be held, and he just sent me a message. Maybe... No luck. Gunpowder says he checked every corner and asked around, but there's no sign.
Weren't you just telling me not to lose hope yet? Don't start giving up now.
That's right. She's the daughter of Tep and Todd, the wealthy president of Oth Inc. And Aserata Todd, the Oth Inc. executive who always appears before the media, is her older brother.
Then I'm sure Gray Fox is fine. The Todd family is extremely well established, and even Lucius fears and respects them. There's no way he would have done anything to put her in real danger. Besides, it's possible the Todd family has already—
But if she's okay, then why hasn't she contacted me yet? I've sent her hundreds of messages, but still no— It's so frustrating. I can't just sit here and do nothing. I have to think of something. Come on, Anka, think! This isn't working. I haven't slept in 3 days, so I can't even think straight right now. Maybe I'll come up with something after a good night's sleep.
Hey Meryl, did you find the rest of File 049? No, just a few fragments of it. I think most of it was damaged during the fight just now. But if I Given his current condition, the only option is to take him to the hospital for treatment and interrogate him once he wakes up. After that, I'll shift the focus of and thankfully, Anka saved me a lot of trouble by gathering enough evidence and information related to Aurora Industries. However, I'll still need the Public Security Bureau's help for the next part of my investigation. Officer Roslin, I know things must be difficult for you right now, but there's still a lot of work to be done, and I'll need your—
Sorry, Agent Merrill, but I'm still suspended pending an investigation into my previous actions. You'd better ask Carol for help.
I can put in an urgent request to have you reinstated as a special officer, for the sake of aiding my investigation and cleaning things up here.
You can't give up, Roslyn. You're the most responsible, determined, and righteous cop in all of Asperia. Maybe even all of Ida. Besides, you still haven't brought me to justice, remember? Who said anything about giving up? Attention, all officers of the Public Security Bureau. Under Agent Merrill's orders, I have been temporarily reinstated as a special officer and assume full command of this crime scene. President Lucius is suspected of conducting illegal omnium experiments and bribing government officials. However, due to his unconscious state, he must first be transported to the hospital for medical treatment. Regarding Wells Kudrow, former chief of police for the Asperia Public Security Bureau, prior to his death, he was suspected of accepting bribes, murdering Officer Lockhart, his predecessor, and several other crimes. Have our forensic doctors retrieve his body as soon as possible. As for the members of Wednesday, Nola and Anka are suspected of kidnapping a Kylo researcher, stealing from Aurora Industries, and other crimes. However, they voluntarily surrendered themselves to me and later assisted in exposing the crimes of Chief Wells. As such, they are to be temporarily detained for further questioning. Kylo researcher, as a suspected accomplice in Wednesday's crime—
Me? So no one is safe now, huh?
Don't worry, everyone. I'm sure Officer Roslin, our righteous and merciful friend, will show us a little more leniency after helping out in such an important case. Isn't that right? I'm already helping you by attesting to your surrender and your assistance in exposing Wells. Showing you leniency is the judge's decision.
Officer Roslin, these three are closely tied to my current mission. They were instrumental in helping me retrieve a missing Federation file, as well as providing incriminating evidence against Aurora Industries.
Huh?
Yay!
I still require their assistance for the rest of my investigation. The law dictates that as a federal agent, I am authorized to take detainees of the Public Security Bureau into my custody as needed.
I can agree to that, but not before they undergo the Public Security Bureau's detainment procedures first. Once your mission is over, they will need to be returned to us for further investigation.
Understood. However, until my own investigation is concluded, I'd like for them to operate with full autonomy while under my—
As long as they conduct themselves in accordance with the law?
Thank you, Meryl.
Thank you, Meryl.
Woohoo! Wednesday foiled yet another criminal plot, and our incredible friend in the Federation bailed us out of serious trouble. She didn't bail you out of anything. As a federal agent, she's only taking you into her custody for the time being. Remember to work hard, and you might just have a chance to make amends. Don't worry, I've stocked up enough evidence against Aurora Industries to completely make up for my crimes. In fact, I might have enough to earn a commendation or two. Don't get ahead of yourselves, especially after all the trouble your organization has caused so far. That goes double for you, Anka. Even if you don't end up in jail, you're looking at 10 years of community service at the— Fine by me. Working odd jobs is my specialty after all. Forget it. Agent Merrill and I need to return to the Bureau to file our
Excellent work, Authorizer. Unfortunately, after the firewall blocked my program, I've made almost no...
Hello, hello! You've reached Anka, Asperia's up-and-coming community service star and model citizen. What can I do for you, researcher? Huh? You didn't seriously think Rosalind threw me in jail, did you?
No. I just wanted to ask if you still had the badge Nola gave you earlier.
Oh yeah, I totally forgot about it. Rosalind's still setting up my community service schedule, so I can't leave right now. Could you swing by and pick it up instead?
Okay.
Researcher, you gotta help me change Rosalind's mind. Meryl just invited her to become a Federation agent, but she turned her down. I just think I'm not ready to take on any new challenges right now. I know I won't be chosen to run the Bureau next, but Meryl gave you time to consider her offer, remember? You don't have to come up with an answer right now, so just give it a little more thought. Even I'm a little jealous that she offered you something like that. I know Meryl said she would use her authority as a federal agent to pardon Wednesday for breaking into Aurora Industries twice. But that doesn't mean you have to keep siding with her like this. I'm only thinking of you, Rosalind. Your dream is to preserve justice, order, and equality for all. And becoming a federal agent would bring you closer to that than staying here as an Asperia cop. And then what? Without me here to supervise your community service, you would just run off and commit more crimes as a member of Wednesday, right? That's not what I meant. I just think a change of scenery would be good for you. That way, you wouldn't have to face everything related to Wells all the time. It could be just like last time, when you left Astra after your dad passed away. A new environment gave you the space you needed to process everything, remember? I didn't pick myself up back then because I had new surroundings. It was because I met a good friend who I could talk to about anything. If I stay in Asperia, I'll still have you, Carol, and Researcher, and right now, that's a lot more important to me than becoming a federal agent. Besides, in any case, I'm not taking my eyes off you until your community service is done. So don't even think about trying to shake me before then. If you do a good job, I might even consider calling you Siga. Roslyn. It was nothing. I was just doing my duty as... Yes, ma'am. Oh, crud. Classes are almost over at the kindergarten, and I'm supposed to work there as a crossing guard today. Oh, sorry, Researcher, but I gotta go right now or else I'll be late. Here, take Nola's badge. Also, I still haven't forgotten about searching for Gray Fox. I'll let you know right away if I find anything, so please do the same for me.
Guess I'll go return Nola's badge now. Wait, Rosalind said a federal agent was looking for her, but she didn't mention Rosalind's name at all. Could it be I saved Anka and the others, but what about Meryl's encounter with uzito84's and Team X? Will things still play out like they did in the real world?
Welcome to Odin's Tavern. How may I serve you? Very well. 1 glass of iced water.
We're discussing Lucius right now. The hospital doctors found traces of a rage-inducing drug in his system, which must have been administered by Wells. He's still unconscious, but once he wakes up, I'll be—
We appreciate it. You should thank her on behalf of Anka and yourself as well. After all, it's only thanks to her that we're not— Oh, I nearly forgot about it.
Wait, that badge. Where did you get it?
It's been with me like forever. You've seen it before?
Yeah, I remember spotting it once in a file. Likely a Federation document.
Really? What else do you know about it? It's really important to me. I need to know everything you can remember.
I might have found it by accident when I was looking through the archives. I realized I had the wrong file and closed it right away. The page I saw had an image of this badge. I didn't read the details, but it seemed to be related to the Defense Force, possibly a covert unit.
So, I was a soldier? A covert unit. I do recall being in a brutal battle, but I can't remember—
It makes sense. Aside from your own outstanding fighting prowess, you also demonstrate skills in group combat that are generally reserved for highly trained special force. Soldiers who have seen the savagery of war firsthand often suffer from post-traumatic stress disorder and other mental health issues. In more severe cases, some patients develop symptoms akin to amnesia as a way of repressing—
Where can I get more information about—
Normally, ordinary Defense Force members just have to submit a simple access request to the military institution that possesses the files in question. But if you were in a secret ops team, the records would be stored in the Federation's class—
Any chance you could tell me where that library is located?
Not on your life.
Who's there?
Sorry for the interruption, Agent Merrill. But I have urgent business to discuss with you. My name is Asurata Todd, Captain of Team X of the Federation Nexus, and I've come to relieve you of your duties. Please hand over File 049 and any materials related to this incident, as Team X is now in charge of this investigation. Here are the Federation documents related to our assignment, if you wish to read them. Greetings, Kylo Researcher. I've known about you for quite some time, but it's a pleasure to finally meet you. My apologies if
I don't see any issue with these documents. I'll be sure to report every last detail of today's find. As for File 049, a significant portion of it was damaged in the battle earlier, when a stray bullet struck the file. I managed to recover a fair amount of the fragments and seal them in an evidence bag. but the file is beyond recovery.
I'll verify the file myself. Besides the file, we need to interrogate these two, Ace and all public security officers involved. My team is searching for the others as we speak. For now, I need you two to come with—
Interrogate me. That's rich.
Let's make this easy. I don't want to use force, but if I have to play the bad guy, things might get out of hand. Someone— I hate staying up late writing incident reports.
Authorizer, your researcher persona has caught the Federation's attention in the surface layer. This complicates our mission.
Plotty?
It's an emergency, so please use the space rift and get out right away. I'll set up a new persona for you once you return. Yes, right now! What happened? What did you do to set off the firewall?
Huh? When the heck did I tell you to do that? I can't even communicate with you in the surface layer! Your biometrics are unique. Do you know how hard it is to create a new persona for you?
I know you're upset, but please just listen to me. I had my doubts at first too, but I was caught in a dangerous situation right before it happened. I didn't have time to think clearly, but it did seem strange that I was able to hear your voice in the surface layer.
I didn't mean to scare you just now. Anyways, I'm sorry. So you're sure you heard my voice in the network?
Yes.
I'll have to look into that later. Right now, we need to get the firewall to stop targeting you. We don't have much time, but in order to send you back into the network as quickly as possible, I'll have to take a few risks. We need to restart the firewall, but it has to be done piece by piece. They will take time, but each part will be extremely vulnerable. Viruses will most likely sense that vulnerability and begin attacking the network even more aggressively. That, in turn, will cause the firewall to concentrate its remaining resources on the viruses, which should deprioritize you enough to grant you safe access to the network.
Got it.
I'm counting on you. For now, just give me a brief rundown of your recent actions within the network.
For starters, I confirmed that the history within the surface layer can definitely be changed. People who should have died are now living their new lives.
Impossible. Just calculating and recreating history commands a significant portion of the network's computing power.
But it did. So they must have meant something, right?
Are you saying the surface layer serves a greater purpose?
Honestly, it's been bothering me from the very beginning. What's the point of keeping something as troublesome as the network in existence, when all it does is reproduce history within the surface layer? But right now, My intuition tells me that I'm one step closer to understanding.
Right now, I can only go with what I know. If you're seeking answers, you'll have to uncover them yourself. What do you make of it, Papa? I don't know who else to ask about this.
Someone clearly tricked the authorizer, but you already know the answer, don't you? Whoever did this wanted the firewall to detect the authorizer and prevent them from accessing the network.
Things are getting even more complicated. If the enemy was able to imitate me this time, there's no telling what they'll do next time.